Tournament of Nerds is here. Yes, it is. What's going on, everybody? Thank you to the folks who have clicked a link or put a link in their search bar and have wound up watching this broadcast. We are about to have the Tournament of Nerds. Very exciting. The greatest pop culture debate show that you will see on Twitch tonight. Justin Donaldson.
Am I there?
Yeah.
Here I am. Oh, man.
What's happening, buddy?
I can't believe you would promise that this is the best comedy debate show on Twitch tonight. We don't know.
You know what?
Do you know?
Listen, I might be writing a check that my ass can't cash, but I've got faith in this show that in the entirety of Twitch, from Minecraft to Fortnite to Assassin's Creed, you will not find in between those channels those players a comedy debate show.
Do they call them Twitchsters? Twitchsters.
Twitchsters.
Let us know if there's any other comedy debate shows on Twitch.
Yes.
In the comments below, like and subscribe.
Yeah. Get live in the chat. Let us know. Let us know what's happening. Are there any other comedy debate shows? Also, can you see my my feed looks a little snowy.
I think you put on some sort of filter, Hal.
I mean, I am trying to hide my wrinkles. Listen, a gentleman of a certain age. Justin, hope you're having a great weekend so far. I want to know what's going on.
Great weekend.
Oh, fill us in.
Well, hold on. First of all, I have to get rid of this notice on my phone that California will give me a $50 gift card for getting vaccinated. Now I am back.
Yes, listen, if you're not vaccinated by now, you probably listen to fucking Alex Jones and you're just not getting vaccinated.
Who knows? You know me, I got it right away.
But what have you been up to this weekend, Justin?
Oh, just, back, going out and seeing people and doing things. It's been lovely.
Oh, excellent. Same here. Getting out, seeing the sights, hanging out with Millie the dog as well.
Aww.
So, yeah. Really.
How about yourself? Just chilling? Just a chill weekend?
Yeah, pretty chill weekend. Yeah, you know what? Super chill. That's just watching movies, watching basketball. This Bucks Nets basketball game is coming down to the wire. I know it's the Tournament of Nerds, and anytime I bring up sports, people will log off. But yeah. Oh, we've got a barn burner. 109 Bucks over the Nets. Game 7.
How much time?
107. 6 seconds left.
Will the NBA hold this stream? Because you are basically just narrating the game.
I am in violation.
The terms and services.
Yep, I am in violation of the terms and services of the National Basketball Association.
What do we got going on right now? What's happening? Fill me in.
Oh, a slammaroo.
Oh, a slammaroo.
Alley-oopsie.
Oh.
And a balletic twirl.
Oh. I don't follow basketball that closely anymore, so
right on.
You could be right, you could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe the sport has changed.
It's 109, 107, 6 seconds left. Anyway, enough about that. Oh, I also, Justin, I want to wish you and everybody watching a happy Juneteenth.
Don't wish it to me, Hal.
Well, I think
we can all wish it to me.
What's that?
No reason to wish it to me.
Well, I think everyone should enjoy the fact and appreciate that it's that's a national holiday now, and for very good reason. And just giving appreciation to that.
I'll go right back at you and give you a happy Pride.
Oh, excellent! Appreciate it.
I feel very uncomfortable talking about either of these things. I feel like it's not my part. I'm just here to support.
And by supporting, I think support it by normalizing talking about it.
So what do I do today? Do I go out and support a local business? Do I what?
Well, I think. Well, I don't know. Like, just as a fucking
Yeah,
middle-aged white dude
talking about it.
Yes. So, but I
Who
think
would win the fight, Hal? Juneteenth or Pride?
Oh man, what a Tournament of Nerds matchup that would be. Oh my God. Like, so you want to be an ally? You can only be an ally to one. Wait, I commented we all who is that?
I have no idea.
That was me as the tech.
You got me, buddy.
Oh man.
Nicely done, Steve. Nicely done. I thought I got hacked, but you know what? At least the hacked version of me is watching this show.
Answer me this. Once we bring out our judges, 2 months in a row now, you've asked all of them if they're vaccinated and which vaccine they got. Are we going to continue this tradition of delving into our guest medical history?
You know what? Since you brought it up, I think we should. And listen, if you deem to pass, I accept your.
No, man, I'm prime Pfizer and proud.
Yeah. Hey, Johnson and Johnson gang. Yeah.
Maybe want to keep wearing that mask. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Listen, I got it, and then a week later, they're like, Johnson and Johnson is being recalled, and I'm like, wow, I chose the wrong horse.
Hal, we killed over 7 minutes for no reason. Like, we're not like stalling for anything. We had nothing to talk about. No point. Obviously, neither of us have done anything this weekend.
Yeah, but Justin, I enjoyed. You know me, I enjoy a little chit chat.
All right, let's go another 7. What?
I could do a tight 7. Listen, let me just give everyone. There might be some first timers out there watching the show. If you are, welcome. And it works thusly: we have 8 bloodthirsty nerds in our virtual green room. They will each be debating on behalf of a pop culture character, some real, some fictional, and we will whittle that bracket down from 8 to 4 to 2 to 1 nerd to rule them all. And
how do we do that, Hal?
Deciding each and every matchup is our panel of doom, our judges. Let's bring them out. This bearded gentleman, he has been a judge here at Tournament of Nerds at Los Angeles Comic-Con, and other than that, you've seen him all over the internet on Screen Junkies, the Schmodown, and he's my co-host on the podcast Binge Boys, where we talk streaming and other nonsense every week. And he's an all-around swell guy. Please welcome the bearded Lon Harris.
It's me. Hey, what's up, everybody?
Lon,
bearded twice. I got 2 beard shout-outs in one intro. That's nice.
First credit and last credit.
That's nice. That is the most impressive thing I've done in 42 years on this planet is grow my own facial hair.
Good work on that.
I thank you. It really was very little effort. I just kind of sat around. It happened on its own.
Oh, let me ask you this, Lon. Over the pandemic, in your estimation, what was did your beard get extremely wild at any point?
My beard, after a while, if I let it go and I do zero real grooming, it doesn't get long like a Gentile white man's would, like it with that Will Oldham look where you get like a ZZ Top beard.
Yes,
mine does not do that. Mine does the sort of like shake look where it goes like under and it starts curling, and I start like getting weird looks at airports, and it's not. Oh, sure. It's not great. So, So I after a certain point, I kind of have to do something about it, or It's not a good look, I don't think, when it bunches up underneath like that.
Yeah, otherwise, you're going to be taken into a little room by airport security, and
it's happened. Like I've let it go too long, and I do start to get looks like that, around. Not anymore. I feel like we're open to we're less blatantly racist in terms of profiling now than maybe the 10 years after 9/11.
Gotcha. Well, I'm glad you're not getting patted down for suicide vests anymore. And
Yeah,
Lon, one
nice.
more question. Do you care to share what your vaccine status is and what vaccine you got?
I got the Johnson & Johnson. And like you, I actually got it one day before they were like, never mind, it's actual poison. And I was like, well, listen, it's been a fun ride. After a year of lockdown, there could have been worse news, but I was fine. Like I got a little soreness like the day after, and then smooth sailing.
Oh, nicely done. Nicely done. Yeah. I said, been nice knowing everyone. Bring on the clots.
Yeah.
But it's been okay. Lon, great to have you here. Thanks
for having me.
Next up, this gentleman was a prolific home run hitter throughout baseball's minor leagues and put on the major league duds for the San Diego Padres. Also, he is super funny. He hosts many shows, podcasts, radio shows, and as a matter of fact, you can hear him doing pregame for the World Champion 2016 Chicago Cubs broadcasts. And he's just an all-around fantastic dude. Cody Decker, number 6 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts.
Wow, you got the number 6 portion. That's very impressive. That's a throwback. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Isn't that your Twitter handle?
Yes, it is, but still kind of a throwback. If you know my history of numbers, which is very storied in the deep, deep annals of time.
Heck yeah.
I don't think I have to point out that it is very obvious that Cody is clearly a professional, and the rest of us are like hacking in from our bedrooms somewhere.
How dare you?
We're coming from basement. And Cody looks like
this is a Hollywood studio I've made up to look like a bedroom.
Like
it gives me more authenticity.
There's a Twitter account called Room Raider that rates the background room that reporters and TV personalities are coming from. Justin, Lon, and myself would get 1 or yeah.
Cody, we've only had 18 months to work on this. Really, I need a little more time.
Cody, on point.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
And Cody, you are coming to us from New Mexico, where you are molding the youth of America. Tell me what's going on down there.
Very close. I am right next to New Mexico. I'm in El Paso, Texas, where I am.
Oh, gotcha. My bad.
It's okay. Okay, we do a lot of work in New Mexico as well. And we are. I'm a part of the El Paso Border Youth Athletic Association. I'm the associate executive director at a baseball and softball nonprofit dedicated to getting kids into college through baseball or softball. It's a educational program through athletics, and I kind of came in to update the programming. Brought in a couple of buddies of mine who have played in the big leagues, who run great programs, and we're just trying to change some lives over here, man. It's been a blast.
That is so cool. And that's just great to just work with kids and help them achieve shit. That's a good thing.
That's actually one of our mottos. We get kids and help them achieve shit.
I like it. Listen, if you want to get through to today's youth, you gotta cuss. Cody, love having you here, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And finally, she is such a great friend of the show. Whether we've been doing it live or whether we've been doing it online, she has thoughtfully come back to visit us. You know her from the greatest show of all time, The Wire, and the New Edition story, and so many other things. And she's a very funny improviser and just all around amazing person. Welcome back to the party, Sandy McCree. Oh, Sandy!
What's up? Let me go back, Justin, because you're like
Please
Juneteenth.
educate me.
Why you
Please.
saying you knew I was gonna come for your ass. You knew
I
I was
don't
gonna
know. I was hoping you'd help me.
I'm coming for your ass. But what I love that you said is Hal was like, just we normalized it by talking about it. It's Juneteenth. They did not know that they were free. Those asses stayed down there working. Free, and we still ain't free. Let's just be real with it. But what I love that you said was, what do I do? What can I do about it? Ask questions. Well, yeah, let's talk about it. Happy?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Let's just talk about sex.
Right?
Now, let me ask you this. I was told earlier today by someone else not to wish people like a happy Juneteenth.
Well, you know what? Me and my family, friends, we have mixed feelings about it. Even when they say Happy MLK Day, whatever, or just all this, I get that too. I get the whole thing because it's so much work to be done. I mean, from in every aspect of it since this horrific year. So, but whether we say happy or just to just acknowledge each other, just like Hal did so beautifully with all of us, to just come together, talk, play, laugh. Let's talk about sex.
Heck yeah. Yeah, but it's that reminds me of what you were saying, Justin. Like, how do you wish someone? Like, as a Jew, I think like, oh, if someone wished me a happy Yom Kippur, like, oh, thanks. It's the Day of Atonement where you atone for all your sins, and it's like.
But that's another thing where I feel like if you're not in the Jewish faith, how many people really know about that history?
Oh yeah,
that's why we should know each other's history. We learn everybody else's history. That's what the MF problem is.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, Sandy, I appreciate you speaking on that a little bit, and it's just awesome to have you here. And where are you coming to us from right now?
I'm not home. I'm in one of my makeshifts carry along studio, which I'm about to go on the road for the next month. But right now I'm coming to you live from Sherman Oaks, California.
Yes. Oh,
yes.
I live there too. That's awesome.
But I miss being in the studio. I mean, in the theater.
Oh, well, little live comedy. Yeah, miss it too.
I don't miss midnights though.
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, when you asked me to do this, I thought it was going to be an email where it's like, okay, 11:45, log in. I was like mentally preparing myself.
I have not had a good show since we started doing this Twitch thing because I don't wake up like mentally until about 10 or 11 p.m. Honestly.
Well, you know what? Let's keep the streak going then.
Yes, we already have.
Yes. Oh, and I've been remiss. Real quick before we, Justin, we should probably get this show kicked off. But Cody, care to mention anything?
It was only 10 minutes ago. You weren't thrilled about that idea.
Cody, care to mention anything regarding vaccine status? And which vaccine you've gotten? Well, I asked Lon.
You did. You probed into my privacy.
Okay, well, yes, I got the vaccine in January. Johnson & Johnson. You guys are all talking about, oh, man, it was poison. I am a warrior, and I felt nothing. Boom, let's go.
Nicely done.
Right.
Sandy?
I still do wear masks, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, good. Good man. Like a belt and suspenders. Double safe.
Like it. Warriors come out and play.
Yes.
Pfizer team.
Oh, Justin, you said you're Pfizer?
Oh yeah.
All right. That concludes
the top three.
Nice. One of the top three.
We don't recognize AstraZeneca on this broadcast. just the American brands.
Thank you for watching Vaccine Talk on Twitch. Justin, should we get this thing?
I think we can wrap it up.
Oh, let's call it a night. All right.
No. We talked about everything everyone loves to joke about. I think we wrap her up.
Is
You
the
know-
goal for this to show it to end at the normal time of 1:30?
Justin, I'm almost
No.
inclined to agree with you, but there are some funny folks who worked on some debates and some.
7 of them to be exact. You figure out who the 8th is.
Ooh.
Oh, someone's missing.
No, it was a joke about how we have 7 funny nerds and one that's not. But
Oh,
like I said, I won't do good on these Twitch streams because it's the ungodly.
I
hour of 8:30.
I was slow. I dropped the ball on that.
Yeah.
Well, just hang around.
Gotcha. All right.
What's our
Let's-
first matchup?
Let's find out what it is. The first matchup of the night.
Let's
Whoa!
start the show.
I mean, a barn burner right out of the gate.
Cinderella's fairy godmother versus Princess Leia.
The two most beloved ladies in all of Disney-owned properties.
They're up there. They are up there.
You know what?
Disney really owns
I'll say it.
Cinderella.
You know what? That's just details. Representing Cinderella's fairy godmother, Casey Dressler.
Hello, bippity boppity boo.
Oh my
Hello.
God.
Hello.
That is fucking Epcot Disney World quality costumery.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
My Oh wow! I mean, are you a team member? Are you a Disney cast member?
Well, I'm hoping to maybe get the job.
Oh my lord! I mean, straight off Main Street in Disneyland, and representing Cinderella's fairy godmother, Princess Leia, Chelsea Pope.
Hey guys. May the force be with you and all that stuff. Cheers.
Oh my God, this is a boozy Princess Leia with a little bit of a millennial vibe. What's happening?
Hey guys. The galaxy is far, far away, and so am I. Hi.
What is it? Brunch on Tatooine? What's
My home planet is Alderaan, and it's blown up. I have reasons to drink.
Oh, all right, we might find out more about that. All right. Casey Dressler will be going first, debating on behalf of Cinderella's fairy godmother. Justin, should we get a minute on the clock?
Please.
Minute on the clock for Cinderella's fairy godmother.
Well,
And
Princess
go.
Leia, what an honor, my child, to be in the presence of such a feminist icon such as yourself, the first princess feminist icon, who wasn't a complete damsel in distress, princess and ruler of all the nerds in the land. What a legacy to have the love and admiration of all those virgins. My child, you should be named Queen. I do declare you Queen of the Nerd Herd. Bippity boppity boo. Queen of all the nerdy virgins, with 2 perfectly delicious honey buns on the side of her head. Every time I watch your brilliant performance in Spaceballs, I get a craving for sticky buns. Anyway, delicious, dear. I do think Rachel wore it better. Rachel and Friends, and Ross's mom did too, but kudos to you for originating the look, dear. Which reminds me, I loved Barf the dog. Do you still talk to him? He should have his own movie. And what about Rick Moranis? I loved Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You should be in the sequel.
Time.
Mm.
All right. Let's get a minute on the clock for Princess Leia. And go.
Salagadoola, menchikaboola, bippity boppity boo, bitch. That sucked. That sucked so much. Have you even watched Star Wars? You watch Spaceballs? What's wrong with you? That's like learning the alphabet from like a drunk mom. Hello? Oh my God. Hey, listen. You know your magic and whatever. You wear ill-fitting robes. You don't even show up until your little heroines come of age. What should we call you, Ben Kenobi? Is that how good you are? You're as good as a Jedi Knight, and they lost the fucking Clone Wars, girl. Hello? Oh, sorry. No, it's just on me right now. Okay, listen. Cheers, bitch. Okay. You know what I have to say to you? I have very little respect for a girl who has magic that expires at midnight. Girl, you know when my Sith infected son launched me into space and I had to swim my way back through nothing back into a spaceship.
Time. All right. 30-second rebuttal round. Fairy godmother and go.
I do appreciate you sharing your feelings with me. Oh, Princess Leia. Her dad is Darth Vader. Her fan base is weird and listens to Slayer. Got honey buns like a mother. She made out with her brother. Got a fake English accent, but Chick is still pretty cool. Personally, I do like Bar from Spaceballs better. A bippity boppity boo.
7 seconds. Time. All right, mean muggin from a fairy godmother. Let's get 30-second rebuttal round started for Princess Leia and go.
Listen, girl, I didn't hear anything you said because these buns block out haters. Okay? So, like, all I need to know is that all your little rhymes and your little bibbidi bobbidi bullshit is a bunch of bantha fodder. Do you know what I'm saying? It's straight up bantha fodder. Listen to me. You're weak. I was born into greatness. I have Jedi forces that are in my body. I don't even need a fairy godmother. I didn't get one. Listen, hey.
Time. All right. Wow, what a collision. Princess Leia talking a lot of shit. Fairy godmother stringing the rhymes together. Woo! A real barn burner right out of the gate.
The actual show is happening. Now we're here. We're clipping. We're doing it.
That's what I'm talking about. Millie alert. Millie's on the screen. All right, let's go to Lon Harris. Lon.
Oh, it's me.
Yes.
Look, I thought both fighters brought some solid arguments. I also like Barf, although I would note he's a Mog. He's half man, half dog. He's his own best friend. Just in fairness, I did think that Princess Leia or Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia brought some real heat. I thought a really good unanswered point was that the fairy godmother's powers expire at midnight, whereas Leia, she's just got the Force, baby. That's 24/7. That's never leaving you behind. So I thought that was a pretty good unanswered argument. So I'm inclined to go with Princess / General Leia.
Yeah, bitch.
All right. Oh, yeah, don't forget that.
Don't forget that general, you know?
Okay, that is 1-0 for the princess over the fairy godmother. Let's go to Cody.
You know, I kind of thought this one was a tale of two cities right there. Right out the gate, I thought Princess Leia was just on fire and really what came out swinging. But then that second round happened, and the fairy godmother just got super aggressive. Just didn't want to. Just got super aggro. Just throwing it out there to her. I don't know. I felt like Leia just wasn't ready to come back, so I'm going with the fairy godmother.
All right. Boom. It is all tied up. One for the Princess Leia. One for fairy godmother. You've got a deciding vote. Sandy McCree.
God, this is just too tough, and it's not fair. Because I'm going to tell you, both of these women were slinging. I mean, take no prisoners whatsoever. Love everything about them. I need bun blockers because I got too many haters myself. I mean, if I could go to Amazon right now, just send me the link. The thing is I love women supporting women, and I want a fairy godmother, and fairy godmother came out, even though she was tagging the ass royally, she still was kind of uplifting and empowering where Leia should be. So I like wisdom. I think we should kind of respect the elders a little bit. So I was like, oh, no, boo, bitch. Because when Fairy Godmother came back out and she started doing that quiet read, like, I will fuck you up. My mother used to do that in church, like, and you know what that meant? I'm going to tag your ass when you get home, bitch. I'm going to have to go with Fairy Godmother.
Oh, thank you.
All right. There
you,
you
dear.
have it. Fairy Godmother.
Thank you, dears.
Fairy Godmother has taken it over Princess Leia. Sound off in the chat. Who would you have picked? Fairy Godmother or Princess Leia? Always want the chat to chime in. But Fairy Godmother is moving on in the closest of close matches. Princess Leia, thank you for bringing the heat. And not only is heat rating off of your performance, the booze, we can all smell that Princess Leia has been, there it is, but nicely done.
Fresh filtered tap water. Let's get them all sidely together, y'all.
Yes.
I'm a senior there at the cantina. Let's go.
Yes, Chelsea Pope is actually doing a floor show at the Scum and Villainy Cantina in Hollywood twice a week. No, Chelsea, for real, super funny. Thank you for bringing it.
Congrats,
Casey
Fairy
Dressler.
Godmother. Let's go, girl. I love your pink bow. Kill
I love
it.
you, dear. Yes, my child. Yes.
Casey, we will see you in the next round.
Thank you.
Chelsea Pope, great job with the Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. All right, now let's see what the second matchup is.
Oh, this is my favorite one. It's Caligula versus BB-8.
What the fuck? Emperor Caligula against the Star Wars toy known as BB-8.
Toy. How dare you?
I mean, yeah, it's a toy.
It's a droid.
But yeah, but it was
In
created
the
to be a toy.
In the Star Wars universe, he's not a toy. He's a droid.
Wait, this is actually in the movies, this BB-8? It's just a toy.
No, don't do this. Don't do this.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't do this. Let's not have another baby Yoda on our hands.
Yes. BB-8 from Star Wars, representing BB-8. Zane Gooselderly.
How dare you, Hal? How dare you? Okay, because droids' rights are a real thing. How dare a toy? How dare you, sir?
And representing Emperor Caligula, Evan Jaffe.
You know it. Head bitch in charge. Let's go. I ran Rome, and I'm gonna run this tournament. What are you gonna do?
Wow. All right. Emperor
Minute on the
Caligula
clock.
will be going first. A minute on the clock and go.
First of all, I am the baddest bitch in Rome. I have 300,000 followers on Instagram. I made $10 million last year. I made a 2-mile long barge on the Say of Guides of Boats just so I could walk around it. That's how much power and influence I have as an influencer. I made emperors run in front of me just because I could. I had my cousins killed just so I could ascend to the throne. You know why? Because I have the right to do anything I want to anybody, and nobody can stop me. I will not be stopped by theme park merch. I will not be stopped by a soccer ball. I will not be stopped by a soccer ball that I could kick all the way to the other side of the Circus Maximus. And I will not be denied with my horse. And I have a horse that's bigger than you. I have a big horse. You laugh. I will make incisions just trampling all over you if you do not stop laughing this very instant. Have I made myself clear?
Time! All right. Wow. Emperor Caligula's got a lot of stuff. Let's get a minute on the clock. for Star Wars's BB-8, and go.
Well, that was a lot to unpack. Okay, hello everyone. I wish to be called by my full name, Bernard Bolton the Eighth. No relation to Michael, thank you. Disney has already taken so much from me, okay, including my likeness rights. But they will not take my identity. Now, they told me I would be a star, and I did do some work that I'm proud of. Those Revlon ads were cool. Weren't those Revlon ads cool, kids? You bought Revlon ad products? That was fun. But did anyone here actually see Rise of Skywalker? I mean, good God. Somehow Palpatine has returned. This is dialogue that the studio paid Chris Terrio for. I begged J.J. Abrams. I said, J.J., please, give me dialogue. I am a classically trained actor. I could bring so much. And what does he do? He says, it's not believable. The audiences, they're not going to buy it, okay? And what does he do? He creates a new talking, rolling droid, and he gives the voice to himself, that greedy son of a bitch, all right? Just as William Shatner once tweeted at J.J. Abrams, you are a greedy little pig. I'm sorry, but today I have to agree with him.
Time. All right. 30-second rebuttal round. 30 seconds on the clock for Caligula, and go.
Okay, so did you just hear this guy? He's talking about his failed acting career as a robot. Well, he was doing that. I was bragging about my conquest as emperor. If we had Hollywood in ancient Rome, I would put myself in every single equivalent of lip sync battle, every single blockbuster A24 movie ever, and nobody could stop me. You know why? Because I would cut their heads off, or make them dance in a pool of fire ants, or I would make them dance naked in the streets, because I can do that, because I have the right to do whatever I want.
Time. All right. I'd like to see the Roman version of lip sync battle. 30 seconds for BB-8, and go.
I'm sorry. Oh God, I'm just seething in my own rage. Let me go after Caligula here. Look, just like Caesar, Caligula has his own salad, only there's no lettuce and it's just a hot bowl of piss. Caligula, you smell like a YMCA locker room after junior karate has been let out. It is alarming, and someone needs to get you a stick of deodorant, for God's sake. Caligula's the type of neighbor who comes over and tells you he's a sex offender and then invites your kids over to the pool party, okay? The guy has absolutely no tact whatsoever. He makes Bryan Singer uncomfortable.
Oh, time!
Bryan Singer gets uncomfortable around this guy.
Time. All right. BB-8 sounds like a real X-Men fan. Quite a back and forth there. Quite a back and forth. Let's go to the judges. Sandy McCree.
Woo. Whoa. Okay. So BB-8 started, like, I guess, getting his stuff oiled and getting all slicked up because it's coming through in this rebuttal. But I'm a true equestrian, and he's got a big horse, and I love to ride. I ain't gonna lie. So let's just be real. Let me put it out there. Go ahead, Caligula. You get my vote.
Boom. 1-0 Caligula over the robot. Let's go to Cody.
You know, you got to give him a lot of credit. Instead of doing any jokes at all to start, BB-8 just gave us a very tragic backstory. And but that second half, he came out absolutely on fire and absolutely cracked me up a couple of times. I'm going BB-8. Got to move on in this tournament.
Oh, rude.
We are all locked up.
Rude.
1-1. Ron Harris comes to you to decide.
I thought Caligula made some excellent points, particularly that the modern equivalent of being a Roman emperor would be being a social media influencer. I feel that he's probably correct about that. Having said that, I felt like, yeah, BB-8's final rebuttal just could not be denied. It was one thing on top of another. I have to go BB-8 on this one.
Woo. BB-8. Moving on. Emperor Caligula, we learned a lot about you, and you're a powerful individual with powerful arguments. Any closing thoughts?
If I were emperor in 2021,
Yes.
All of you. Circus Maximus. I don't care. Just Circus Maximus right away.
Thank you for that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Do you like being eaten by lions, Hal?
It's like, we who are about to die salute you. It's nice, guys.
Thank you.
Depends on how you look at it now.
Thank you, Caligula. BB-8, you are moving on.
That version of Caligula definitely lives in one of those YouTube mansions where everything is just chaos 24/7.
Yeah, he's definitely in a TikTok house somewhere. Yeah, that's definitely true.
Let's see what our third matchup is.
Zordon versus Zemo, battle of the Z characters.
Wow, a Z-centric matchup.
The two favorite Z characters, I would
Finally answering this age-old question.
Right.
Yes. Oh, I mean, it's a match for Generation Z. It's a real Z fest. Representing Zordon,
Blake Schultz.
Hello. How is everyone
Zordon.
doing today?
Very impressive.
Wow.
Oh, wonderful. Good, yes. I'm here on Twitch to find new Gen Zers as new Rangers, so this is perfect exposure.
I loved Bo Burnham's Inside. I can't wait to watch this again.
And representing Baron Zemo, Sheldon Price.
How was the score of that basketball game?
Oh, the Bucks took it. The Bucks took it. All right, we have with a real resemblance to Falcon Winter Soldier's Baron Zemo, Sheldon tonight. All right,
great job by both of you right off the bat.
Absolutely. All right, let's get a minute on the clock for Zordon going first, and go.
Hello, Rangers. I've brought you all here on Twitch so that we can seek out new Generation Z people. As you know, this new generation is tough to reach. I had Alpha 5 doing TikTok dances, but Addison Rae stole those too. Now she's on the Tonight Show, and we have nothing. That being said, I don't know that Baron Zemo is the person we need, because as you can tell, he is somebody hoarding his wealth. Instead of helping Sokovia rebuild, he kept that money personally. And what did he do? Target African leaders to divide white people. What have we been doing to help our community? Why, the Zords have been restructured to rebuild Angel Grove. We have to reach new people, this young generation. They're not having these kind of things, Zemo. You can't be blowing up amazing, wonderful buildings just to make Iron Man throw a temper tantrum. How hard could that be? Maybe use your resources to build your own Iron Man suit, and instead of destroying communities, build them up. We've seen countless times how the Avengers destroy something and then just go have parties in New York.
Time.
How did you react to that?
All right. Zordon coming at you from the first round. Now a minute on the clock for Baron Zemo, and go.
I find myself in a familiar position, up against a man frozen in ice, but I think we remember how that went for me last time. I sowed division amongst the Avengers. I made Captain America and Iron Man nearly kill themselves. I did this on my own. I don't think you could sit up without someone's help. Come and get me now. Stand up. You are not the main character of your story. You are not even an ancillary character. You're someone who is an inconvenience to everyone. To the Power Rangers, your enemies, to the audience who watches you every week. Why do you exist? Not for good, surely. Your enemies have not been defeated, and you send wave after wave of child soldiers to their death. And you wish to judge my character? I will take this on the chin. This is something a bit bigger than you, I think.
5 seconds.
I do not need them. I will concede my time.
Oh.
All right. Well, they expired anyway. Okay. A lot of nerd knowledge coming at us in these rounds. Let's get 30 seconds on the clock. Zordon from Power Rangers. Go.
Why do I exist? Why, to assemble these teams. And you may notice, if you had ever actually watched a show or read a comic or played a game of mine, that these teenagers do not die. Many of them go on to work for the UN. They start their own teams in other areas. What have you done, Zordon? Oh, you separated Captain America and Iron Man for what? One movie? Before a better person in purple showed up to unite them, and then you ultimately lost? You say you broke up the Avengers and then spent an entire miniseries making a new Captain America, who you also white-splained black music to. I don't know that there's a more useless supervillain in their
Time.
Ooh.
All right. Some powerful blows from Zordon. Zemo, 30 seconds on the clock. And go.
Look, I think you are correct. I have done many bad things in my past, but as you saw in the latest show, I've had a sexy reboot. It's Marvel. Anything I did in the past as a villain is forgiven. You see what Loki did? He was a bad guy in 3 different Marvel movies. Now he has his own show. I'm playing the long con. I'm playing my cards right. I am moving up the ladder. You stay stagnant. You stay still. You don't do anything other than the same again and again. I reinvent. I change. I destroy super soldiers.
Time. All right. Wow. After this would be a good crossover. I could see this Marvel Power Ranger crossover happening. I would love to see it. Cody Decker, what do you got?
Wow, the Zemo character, very, very, very method, and very dark as well. I got to go with Zordon. It's not that he's dressed like Zordon. It's that he built the set in front of him. It's just the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's got to go to Zordon.
Zordon, Sandy McCree.
Well, anyway, I'm Zemo. Come on. You know me, Black Panther. You just nasty. You were a bad boy. And then Zordon come out here dropping all this knowledge, all this empowerment, all this unity, telling the truth. Woo! Baby. You know, Zordon, he is just ice cold. Chill it, baby. It's good Zordon for me.
You know what? The winner begins with a Z, and it's Zordon. Zordon takes it. You'll be going to the next round. Baron Zemo. I agree with Cody Decker. A truly method performance. If they needed someone for a dream sequence because Daniel Bruhl was not available, I think you should be in the room at least. You should get in the room.
Get in there.
Before I go, I have some words I want to read. Just like 10 words. They are in Russian. You will know.
Justin, will you allow it?
I say give him the time.
Give him the 10 words. Oh, what? No, bring him back. Please bring him back.
You want?
I think we can guess what most of them are going to be.
Zemo, you have the floor.
I will use them in the people's English. Longing, rusted, 17, daybreak, furnace, 9, benign.
I called that, Hal. I called that, and it's like no one ever listens to me. It's
he woke the Winter Soldier. My goodness. Zordon, Blake. This is amazing. We'll see you in the next round.
The Rangers in front of him.
So good. I mean, that's some fucking Twitch stagecraft right there. All right, let's see our fourth matchup. Lupin versus Mayor of Easttown. the titular mayor versus the titular Lupin. Representing Lupin, Sean Will.
Hello. As a black man from France working Juneteenth, I feel American already.
Merci beaucoup, Lupin. And representing mayor from Mayor of Easttown, Connor Shin.
Thank you, Hal and Justin, for making me a black man on our Juneteenth show.
Very welcome. And I must note, Connor, our heavyweight nerd champion of the world, winning last month. So
You just reminded me. This is like the chicken nugget situation all over again. I'm sorry, Connor.
All right.
That's the true fan. That's a Tournament of Nerds reference, ladies and gentlemen.
Nicely done. Nicely done. I hope Casey and Jerron are in the audience to pick that up.
They're moving.
Anyway, welcome back to our returning champion. Now, let's get a minute on the clock for Sean Will as Lupin. And go.
Thank you. I'm over here, and I'm very happy. I am a gentleman thief. As a matter of fact, I steal hearts. You should know about stealing hearts. Mayor of Easttown, as a man named Jack, stole your heart about 84 years ago. Am I right? No, there's nothing wrong with my screen. I've just been dubbed over. It's better than having somebody from the UK pretend that they have a Philly accent. As a matter of fact, I am being voiced by American actor Chance the Rapper. Speaking of rapper, and I would just like to say this. As an American, I am looking forward in all American roles right now. After I save my son, of course, from the awful people that stole him. No, I am not going out for the Win Lardell Jones role in Police Academy. I will be playing Lupin in season 3.
Time. All right. Let's get a minute on the clock for Mayor from Mayor of Easttown. And go.
Just a whole dang gum glass of water right now. What accent are you referring to? I don't have a dang gum idea, but I'm gonna let you know I am a police officer, but I'm not gonna arrest you. I only arrest people if you're in front of family or someone you're trying to impress in a work setting. So if you're at a new job or with a fiance, then I'm gonna cuff you. But since you're not, I'm just got a few questions. So we're on the corner of Wawa and Rolling Rock Tavern, and look, I know it's Juneteenth and you got your problems, and hey, we all got a lot of problems in this town, huh? Yeah. I don't know if you've been to Easttown, but this is the town where everyone's only allowed to sleep once a week.
Time. All right, some nice Pennsylvania references in there. Let's get a 30-second rebuttal round. Lupin, and go.
I am not Lupin. I am a master of disguise. I am now Don Cheadle from Swordfish. And as you can see, I have decided to switch it up on Mayor. It's funny how you claim that you are from Philadelphia, but yet the only reason you played that role is because you're good at playing people with broken lives. As a matter of fact, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, that's broken. And in fact, I'm always 8 steps ahead. In fact, I was your agent back in the mid-2000s. I made you do the Divergent series as well as The Holiday, and I ruined you.
Time. Oh my goodness! Getting a little bit personal there. Let's get 30 seconds on the clock for Mayor. and go.
I don't like stereotypes, okay? But you're a French thief that robbed the Louvre. The Pink Panther would call you a fucking frog, okay? So, like, I'm just a small town sheriff. You know what I'm saying? I don't got your fancy French words or fancy French clothes or a chair that is also a giant face. What I do have, it's hard. I am related to everyone that I've ever fucked.
Time. Wow. Who will take this HBO versus Netflix smackdown?
Tough one.
A very tough one. Let's go to Lon Harris to start.
Wow, very back and forth. I mean, Lupin kept me on my toes. I thought I had the whole argument figured out, and then it turns out nothing was as I suspected, because 3 weeks ago he'd already been on to me and misleading me down a different path. Having said that, I thought Mayor's final rebuttal was just was note perfect, full of such accurate references to the Philadelphia area and the Philly lifestyle and attitude. I found it irresistible. I have to go with Mayor.
All right. Lon likes that Wawa reference.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wawa, the Rolling Rock Tavern. Who among us hasn't relaxed there?
Good times. All right. Let's go to Sandy McCree.
Ooh, Sandy McCree here. These are both of my favorites right now. I'm like so invested. Especially Mayor Dangum. Love the work. Loved it. Just so grounded. Just keeping it real like women keep it real. And Lupin, I mean, a gentleman thief, a sexy lover, steal hearts. Yep, sure did. Stole every one of them but black women. Black women were invisible in Lupin. This sister had issue with it. Sorry. So, I'm casting my vote for Mayor.
That is 2 for Mayor of Easttown, and against Lupin, Mayor has stolen this round. Mayor, Connor Shin, we will see you. The title still yours. We'll see you in the next round. Lupin, Sean, so sorry.
It's okay.
Can you tell us what your next heist is, though?
Oh, yes. My next heist will be hopefully soon on the why am I still talking in this accent? Yeah, so basically I'll be doing a new comedy show coming up soon. So yes, make sure you check it out soon on the Instagram.
Right on. Yeah.
Merci beaucoup, Lupin, aka Sean Will. Thank you so much. Wow. How about it?
No, don't check it out on Instagram, because that's what he wants you to do. That's what's falling for his tricks.
Yep.
And then he knows that's what you're gonna do. He's 8 steps ahead. Haven't you guys seen the show?
Then he's stealing your password and like that. Justin.
How?
We mentioned at the top of the show. So by the way, the second round is set. But before we get to it, we mentioned at the top of the show, today is Juneteenth, an important holiday, just made a national holiday, and in honor of that, and we have just an amazing guest. You know what? I don't think you could have a better get than our next guest. Please, everyone, welcome to the show, the woman, the myth, the legend, Harriet Tubman.
It's nice to be here on live TV. I learned that only Oprah could get me resurrected for her Juneteenth special. God said that, Oprah, you were on your knees for months trying to get me here, and that you even offered up a lock of Stedman's hair, a couple of Gail's toenails, even Medea. Well, here I am, Oprah. Oh, and it's a happy day because Juneteenth is a federal holiday. Now, at first, I was hesitant to come to Montecito because of the COVID. But then I thought to myself, Harriet, you're already dead. Why not? I'm also House Pfizer, though. Did you know that I cured dysentery? Yep. Don't get a lot of credit for it. I was hit in the head by my master with a metal weight. And I refused anesthesia. I just put a bullet in my mouth like the Civil War soldiers did when they got their limbs amputated. These folks nowadays, I tell you, they're wusses. Now, I'm probably going to get called out for not being woke enough. You know what? I'd be more woke if I wasn't dead. These kids nowadays are snowflakes. They're snowflakes. Speaking of snow, I did all my freeing the slaves in the winter months. Do you know how cold it was? It was cold as a witch's tit out there. And you know what I did to keep us warm? Improv warm-ups. You ever heard of Zip Zap Zap, Oprah? You should play. Zip, zap, zop. Keeps you nice and toasty. Anyway, Oprah, I can recall going to Cloud9 every day at 3 p.m. to watch you with your light-eyed contacts and your feather hair. Ooh, child. Oh, what about freedom? Well, freedom was a long, hard road. After I got free, I went to set my hubby free. And I put a little money together, went and got him a nice suit. And he told me he was fine where he was. Huh. Come to find out, he had married another woman. Now, I was still going to storm that house and rescue my boo. But I decided he wasn't worth it. And I put my feelings down on wax. It was a song that George Michael would steal in the 20th century. Oh, that cultural appropriation. Can you drop that beat, Stedman? Oh, okay. I can do it. I know how to do technology. Let's see here. Got it. Time I told you so. There's something more I gotta be. Take back a picture in a break. Take back a second in the break. I just hope you understand. Sometimes the clothes don't make a man. All we have to do now is take this time and make them true somehow. And all we got to be is that I don't belong to you and you don't belong to me. Yeah, freedom. Oh, freedom. Yeah, freedom. You gotta give what you take. Freedom. Freedom. Ooh, freedom. You gotta give what you take. Shibba-dibba-doo. Yeah, it's just like if Whitney and Mariah had a baby, it'd be me. Pipes blessed by the gods. I gave you life. I gave you freedom. Whew. So then after that, I freed more slaves and I married a man 20 years younger than me. Give me my credit. Now, Michael Jordan, he had Air Jordans, right? Because he could fly and dunk. And some of y'all were killing and stealing for them shoes. Now, I kept people from being stolen and killed. Can I get an air Tubman? Better yet, a ground Tubman. Get it? Because my feet were on the ground and the Underground Railroad. I'm just spitballing. I'm spitballing here. But I got a prototype. Some people say I'm not humble. MLK ain't humble. Mahatma, Malcolm, Mandela, even Mother Teresa. We all sit up in heaven and talk about our legacies and how we didn't get the credit we deserved on our time in earth. When am I going to get on this 20? Anyway, aside from helping my family get free and thousands of other slaves, I led the troops. I cured disease. I was a spy and a badass. I avoided cops, dogs, mobs, slave catchers, bounty hunters. They dubbed me the Black Ghost. I started from the bottom, now I'm here, Oprah. Ooh, I'm being summoned back to the heavens. I'll see ya, Oprah. It's an emancipation celebration, bitches. Put some respect on my name and give me my credit.
Oh, wow. What an amazing appearance from Harriet Tubman. I want some ground Tubman Air Jordan shoes and just some wow. Very fitting, amazing stuff, especially for today and always. And by the way, May Leah Mills as Harriet Tubman. So good. May Leah,
just stirring a stirring rendition of, I was going to say George Michael's Freedom 90, but Harriet Tubman's Freedom 90, as I think we just learned.
Indeed.
Yeah, credit where it's due.
Great stuff. Thank you, Maylia, aka Harriet Tubman, aka Awesome. Justin, do you remember? This is the time of the show where we put our heads together and figure out what the next matchup is.
Well, Hal, I got good news for you.
Yeah,
I wrote it down.
Oh, Justin coming in clutch, like
that's right.
Chris Middleton
tonight for the show at my office. It is Cinderella's Fairy Godmother versus BB-8 and Zordon versus the Marvies Town.
Oh, the Fairy Godmother versus BB-8. We can't get away from a Disney-centric matchup. BB-8's like, oh, you're going to fuck up my sister, Princess Leia? Let me try to take a turn.
Sure.
That's the narrative I've created in my head. Representing the Fairy Godmother, Casey Dressler.
Hello, thank you for having me back, children.
Bibbidi bobbidi, what's up? Representing BB-8, Zane Goose Elderly.
You're absolutely right, Hal. I am here to strike revenge and vengeance for the woman who gave me my first line of coke in a trailer. I love her so much. May she rest in peace. You're going down, you bobbited bitch.
Oh man! Wait, so you're saying Carrie Fisher was still on the stuff up until the end, huh?
What do you think, Hal? What do you think?
All right. I mean, I love the dish. I love BB-8 spilling tea.
She was an honest, free spirit, and no one wanted to tame her. Don't you try to do it in death. You understand me?
Now, do you know anything about Debbie Reynolds going so soon after her? You know what? I digress. Let's get a minute on the clock.
Oh my gosh.
A minute on the clock for the Fairy Godmother, and go.
Mr. Bolton, I just want to say that I am quite pleased to be here with you right now, and I understand you're upset. I heard you going on and on about, oh, they don't give me enough lines. Oh, I don't have any lines. There are no small actors. Or there's no small parts, rather, only small actors. And I have to tell you that I don't think it's healthy for you to think that. I think that you need to have a little more positive thoughts in your brain and then be thankful for all the work you've been getting, dear. I would love to get all the work that you've been getting. My friend Gary Busey would like to get all the work that you've been getting. I mean, show some gratitude, just a little bit. I mean, come on, really, darling. It's not nice to those of us who have been out of work. I've been out of work since 1950. That was the last time I appeared in a movie. Anyway, I do appreciate that you want to defend your sister. She was...
Time! All right. Minute on the clock for BB-8, and go.
Yeah, it's 2021, so I don't know that fairy is the right word. I think we should be going for LGBTQIA godmother. That's just me. No, I'm not going to submit it in writing, but you heard it here first. And aren't you supposed to be Billy Porter? I was told by Sony executives that you had been recast with Billy Porter. I was very much looking to talking to him about the next season of Pose, but that's fine. I can make do. You know, you act like a saint. I know what you did to those mice, okay? And we all know what you did to that horse, okay? Animal abuse is animal abuse. So don't bibbity-bobbity give me that shit. You understand? All right? You know what isn't healthy, fairy godmother? Preying on those low-income working girls. You catfish them on Facebook and Instagram. You tell them they look pretty. You fly them out to Miami. Then what do? You give them your hyper-psychological drugs. You leave them stranded for dead. And then what do? You move on to your next victim. You're sick. You're promising these girls the moon, and it's not even worth a trip a week at the Brazzers studio.
Time. All right, love a good Brazzers reference. 30 seconds on the clock for Casey Dressler and the fairy godmother. Go.
Yeah. Yes, I did see Billy Porter got the role, and I'm happy for him. I loved him in Pose. Wonderful, wonderful. And I still love you. I know that you're hurting. And those words, they do not belong to me. They don't. I know that you've been living in the shadow of R2-D2 for all of these years. And, well, I think you do a wonderful job. And you need to center yourself. And just remember, a dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. Bippity-boppity-boo. Okay? Just,
Time. All right. 30-second rebuttal, BB-8, and go.
How dare you invoke my Uncle R2's name, okay? I did not get the role through nepotism, okay? I got the role because I was the best, most interesting droid, all right? Look at you. You're just like a more cleaned up Paula Deen. I don't care how much you sugarcoated. I still know you're a racist, lady, okay? I don't want to eat your diabetes mac and cheese and what other happy, friendly bullshit you need to tell me to make myself feel better, okay? Because I'm not fucking buying it. And by the way, your fashion sense, it's tragic, lady. I don't even wear clothes, and I know that I would not put that on if you fucking paid me, okay?
Hi.
Kill it.
All right. Wow. Wow. BB-8 getting very catty at the
I've
end.
had a few shots of oil, okay? I'm a little off the rails.
Oh, okay. Coming in lubed. Sandy McCree.
Now, I was talking about strong women and being wise, but let's get right to it. Baby boy's all slicked up, doing it, and spinning. And we need unity. We need to voice the tale like it is. And just call a racist out when you call a racist out. Racist Paula Deen. Definitely the voice of the day. We are going with me and Grogu are going with BB-8.
Oh, I mean, you know what? It calls the vote a little in question that you have a Star Wars character with you, and there's a lot of back and. You know what? The vote counts. One for BB-8. Sandy McCree said it. All right, Lon Harris.
Wow, it was neck and neck right up to the very end. Although I have to say, BB-8 throwing out a lot of unanswered allegations about some of the recipients of the fairy godmother's goodwill. I was surprised to not hear any response to those allegations in the rebuttal. Just kind of leaving those on the table, leaving us to wonder what is happening to all of the all of these women loaded into pumpkins and driven off to balls somewhere far away. So I think on that basis alone, I have to go with BB-8 as well.
BB-8 takes it. Oh my goodness! Just like they blew up the Death Star, he's going nuts. Casey Dressler, nicely done. Casey, the fairy godmother, can you grant a wish for everyone watching?
I wish that everyone watching has a wonderful rest of the night. And thank you so much, Hal. Thank you, everyone, for having me. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you.
Very lovely, very lovely. Thank Casey Dressler. Always awesome to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Zane Gooselderly, aka BB8. We will see you in the next round. Cody, did you have any thoughts on that one? On that 2-0 victory there?
I think BB8 getting more and more fired up as the show goes on. I think he's throwing out fire right now. I can only imagine what he's going to call out on the next person.
Hey, Cody, if you were
Zordon's in trouble.
If you were to compare the fire that BB-8 is throwing out to the fire of one of Major League Baseball's many flamethrowers, who would you, in your expertise, compare him to?
I truly do not understand the question.
I mean, would you say BB-8 is more of a Clayton Kershaw, or would you go old school to Sandy Koufax?
You know what? If I were to, I don't know how I'm going to answer this, but I'll say he's more of a catfish hunter.
All right, you heard it here first.
I would say he's more like the Ball.
You know what, Justin? Apt. Well said. Let's see what this second matchup of the second round. Oh
Zordon
my God!
versus Mayor, yeah.
Zordon versus Mayor.
Classic Tournament of Nerds matchup.
Woo! It actually does look like it could be the name of a kaiju film. Just like if you had no point of reference on those two names, I would buy that. Like, oh yeah, 1974 Zordon versus Mayor. One's like a big crab.
Or Pacific Rim 3, Zordon versus Mayor.
Why wouldn't you just want a normal kaiju of the current mayor, just the way she is?
Winslet kaiju. She swings a cheesesteak at you.
That's a surly Kate Winslet. Representing Zordon, Blake Schultz. Oh, there it is. Is he in his apartment or on a fucking soundstage? And
who knows?
Representing Mayor of Easttown, the reigning nerd champion, Connor Shin. Deep in character. All right, a minute on the clock for Zordon, and go.
Rangers, we have another contestant to help us reach new, young teenagers with attitude. Of course, a strong female like the Mayor of Easton would be an excellent candidate. However, I am concerned about longevity. The Rangers were around forever. We stopped the 101 for people to see you live. Is there a Mayor of Easton on ice being planned? Is there perhaps toys in the making, Funko Pops, action figures, the Mayor of Easton virtual reality game? I'm concerned that people will binge it in a weekend and forget, as is one to do with this medium. I couldn't even tell you what happened in the last season of Hacks or Stranger Things, but you remember classic Power Rangers episodes like the Green Coin because we gave them for 5 weeks. Tommy had to contend for his powers, but I would love to see a giant kaiju of the Mayor of Easton. This is something that I must continue to puzzle over, as I feel like she would be a strong ally as our enemies ever grow stronger.
Time.
Please.
All right. Coming out of the gates with some heat. Let's hear from Mayor of Easttown now, and go.
Listen, I'm not here to judge your lifestyle about, living inside of a 90s style Mac computer, but I'm going to need you to come with me. I got some questions for you. Allegedly, you're harassing a couple of teens. Yeah? You're telling them to meet you and have special activities for them? Yeah, no, I'm not serious. I just need you to come with me. So if you could come out of that giant Costco tube that you're in, I'm gonna need you to come with me. I'm not judging. It's just I gotta enforce the law. What's that? Someone say hardship? Yeah, I got it. Why do you think Gritty's hair is that color? Fun fact: Gritty is a natural blonde.
Time. All right, let's go to the rebuttal round. 30 seconds on the clock. Zordon, and go.
Mayor of Easton, I would love to come with you and deal with these accusations you seem to have. However, I can't. You should know that I am innocent simply by the fact that I am basically a Wizard of Oz hologram. These kids are engaged in wonderful 90s activities like saving the planet. Also, inclusion, something your show completely forgot about. And I'm pretty sure that you couldn't get in the chamber without some weird looks from Trini and Zach alone, since you seem to fail to notice anybody who isn't white around you. I can't simply have that on my team. I was incorrect.
Time. Zordon got that race card on deck. All right, let's 30-second rebuttal for Mayor, and go.
How dare you accuse me of being racist on the year of our Lord on Juneteenth? Okay, I'll have you know I have arrested multiple black men on the show. Okay, I'm up to chase, so don't you dare say I don't say them. Now, you were saying something about hardship. Okay, listen. Easttown is a city of hardship. Okay. My blood is mostly Rolling Rock. And I have a vape pen that you will never, ever see me charge by plugging into it.
Time! What a mystery that vape pen is! Always fully charged, puff and smoke.
It's me!
Oh, boy. Wow. All right. A real barn burner. This round did not disappoint.
Are you having a problem with the coaxial, Hal?
I don't know what. We'll see. I'm going to go adjust the back of the TV, but let's go to Cody Decker.
It's a very difficult choice right now, mainly because I keep looking more and more at Zordon's set. And it's just well lit. It looks like one of those nightclub back rooms that John Wick killed a bunch of people in. And there's so much thought that went into this. And he really did bring the heat in that second round. So I'm going to go with Zordon in this game.
Cody, if there's one thing we know about you, you're like a well-lit set.
Yes, I do.
Oh, Justin, by the way, that 1-0 Zordon. And Justin, I figured it out. I had... this is gonna sound stupid. I had a magnetic thing near the. Oh wait, it's all right. Yeah, see, I think it's. I'm gonna stop. Let's go to Lon Harris.
Yeah, I mean, Zordon definitely takes the win in terms of set design, overall look, and I thought definitely innocent of all charges in terms of being a disembodied hologram. I don't see there's any way that they're going to make that stick. Having said all of that, I think that if we are to judge this in terms of hardship, which I believe is the Tournament of Nerds standard, I think you have to go Mayor of Easttown. She suffered the most hardship. Easttown is a town full of hardship, so I'm going with Mayor.
Okay, we are all knotted up. It's not getting any easier. A real slugfest. Let's go to Sandy McCree.
Woo! Why me? Why do I have to? This is so tough.
I know.
Damn, where's my vape pen? God damn. Shoot. Oh, Mayor. I love Mayor because Mayor's so grounded and she gives that I don't give a fuck. Just trying to life is hard. But let's keep it real. Zordon, he speaks my language. It's all about inclusion and unity. And ain't seeing a lot of it in the Easttown Village. So, with my heart for both of them, I got to give it to the Z, baby.
Zordon taking this round from
because
Mayor.
Of inclusion, we're going with the straight white guy.
Don't presume anything about Zordon.
Oh, Mayor, aka Connor Shin. Congrats on taking it last month, and great defense. But you will not be moving on. Mayor? Any other Pennsylvania thoughts from you? Any other references on deck that you we didn't get to?
Philly cheesesteak, water.
I think you should treat yourself to some tasty cakes.
Yeah.
Do you like it with the provolone or the whiz?
I gotta go whiz style. Gotta go full mare on it.
Connor Shin, always freaking great to have you, and great stuff tonight. But we will see Zordon in the next round.
That means it's Zordon versus BB-8.
Wow.
Sci-fi finals.
Yes, that almost makes sense. You know, we had a lot of Z's in this show. You know who Mayor would have preferred other than Zordon? Zabel. Detective Zabel. Craig Zabel. No spoilers, but yeah, we'll talk about that another time. Justin,
how?
Before we go to the finals, where it will be decided, the belt is on the line. A new champion will walk away tonight. We've got a very special guest. Let's welcome to the show the muscles from Brussels, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Hey, how are you doing, Al? How are you doing, Justin?
Oh, très bien.
Thank you so much for having me on your Nerd Game Show. I have to say that I'm a Moderna man if we are asking about our jab shots. Real rough. All right. Now, I spent my day today doing splits and making out with Kylie Minogue, probably. People know me as an actor, a kickboxer, and the sexiest man in the world planet Earth. Now, I want you all to know me now, though, as a mind ninja, a philosopher of badassery. So if I may be so humble if you would indulge me here, I have a new novel, a first novel of essays, poems, and kick-ass one-liners. I would like to read a little excerpt from my novel, if that is okay with the game show nerds. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, kick-ass, kick-ass. This novel is called JCBD, How to Roundhouse Kick Life in the PP. And smile when you are dead. Chapter 1. Comeback. It is a crisp fall afternoon. I am drinking an ice-cold beer, watching the sunset in Brussels. My daughter won't speak to me since I shat my pants at her engagement dinner. I had 15 vodka gimlets and it did not go okay. My third marriage is falling apart. This is yet another low point in my life. It is time for a comeback. Step 1 of any great comeback. You chug 15 eggs like a Rocky milkshake. Step 2. You do bicep curls on top of a mountain. In step 3, the most important step in the whole business. Anabolic steroids. You must take a very tight regimen of anabolic steroids and human growth hormone. That will help with the arms, the legs, the ass, and except for the balls. The balls, they shrivel up like two tiny little raisins you put in the fry. Now, you then have to put out the world. Steven Seagal, I am coming for you. You must take him down. And when you say that, just then, the sun is eclipsed by this giant couch-like person. It is none other than, oh my gosh, Steven Seagal. He is a furniture of a man with the power of 3 couches in the style of Elizabeth recliner. So I say, hey Steve, come on, let's go, let's go. He comes after me. I go for a roundhouse kick, and he immediately has a massive coronary embolism after years of high cholesterol and losing his temper every 5 seconds. At this point, your mobile phone rings. It is my daughter. I say, said, yes, you're right. She said, you're wrong. Yes, you're wrong. That was just the chapter for
We're having a sound issue?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, it was breaking up, Jean-Claude. It was breaking up, Jean-Claude.
What is the last thing you remember, Al?
Oh, this is better. This is better.
Oh, no. Okay, was all of that good, or was all of it pretty...
Oh, about 20 seconds or so.
Oh, 20 seconds was good, or 20 seconds was...
We missed about 20 seconds.
Oh, okay, here's the last 20 seconds. So, the most important thing is you must kick somebody's ass. A big guy. So that's why I said, Steven Seagal, I am coming for you. At that moment, Steven Seagal shows up. He blocks out the sun with his massive back. He has the body of three couches and the style of a lazy fiery flanker. He is trained in the art of judo, but I am trained in the art of kicking ass and hooking up with dozens of women, probably. So, he comes after me. I go for a roundhouse kick to his face. But before I do, he has a massive coronary embolism because of his massive cholesterol problem and his patients for high blood pressure. So I won the fight. So that was good. And then my daughter called me and she said, Dad, I want you at my wedding. And I said, okay. And he said, my daughter said, you can come, but you must promise me, please, do not shit yourself in front of the entire wedding party. And I said, yeah, I can do that. I can promise you. But unfortunately, when I got there, they had what give it my weakness. Yeah. But that's why that was 20 seconds that you missed. That are important.
Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Van Damme.
Yeah,
Jean-Claude Van Damme. Thank you, Jean-Claude. Oh, I mean, Justin, are there any? In his heyday, were there better glutes in Hollywood?
Wow, that is a loaded question, Hal. Loaded question.
I mean, those glutes were loaded with anabolic steroids. I was correct in chiming in. There was a little bit of a sound issue there. Was there not?
If by a little bit you mean we couldn't hear him at all.
Yeah.
Well,
at one point the sound totally went out. Yes. Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It can't cut out right when he went to touch his ear. Did he accidentally hit the microphone and get out of there when he was calling his daughter?
I think
exactly that thing you just said. Yes.
Possibly, but all I know is he fucking wiped the floor with that ponytail douchebag Steven Seagal.
I mean, listen, he's muscles from Brussels, not the sound engineer from Brussels.
Right.
Expect too much.
Great stuff from Jean-Claude Van Damme, aka Jason K. Jason K, great pal of the show. Also, Lon knows this. Jason K made the theme song for our podcast, Binge Boys, which is available wherever you get your podcasts from. All right, Justin.
Hal.
The final round is set.
Oh, it's that guy from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers versus BB-8.
Yes!
Zordon.
Wow! Oh, this is a matchup just dreamed up in a toy aisle in Target. Representing Zordon, Blake Schultz. And representing BB-8, Zane Gooselderly. Oh, what in the world? All right, let's see. BB-8 something in store. BB-8 is going first, and minute on the clock. Go.
Yeah, I didn't want to get blamed for not actually playing the game, so I dug out an old wig of mine. I'm BB Arthur. Get it? I'm an old bitch. That's really the whole bit here. I live with my mother, and we eat too much cheesecake. We live in Florida, and again, that is the entire bit. Well, look who it is. If it isn't Zordon, white power in a tube. It's good to see you, buddy. You don't normally leave the cave now, do you? Hey, you want to talk about inclusion? I mean, let's talk about inclusion. I mean, you got one black guy, so you put him in a black suit. Okay, maybe that was just, happenstance. Then you got one Asian lady. You put her in a yellow suit. And I get that it was the 90s, man, but good God, optics. You didn't have a single PR person being like, why don't we just get him a uniform color? What kind of some flashy gray, I always wondered what happened to Baby Jane, but verbally abusing high schoolers was not what I expected her to be doing in this age, all right? It's pretty spectacular when you look at it. I'm just surprised at all of this. I mean, they will do anything you ask, won't they? You've trained them to do that. They will do anything you ask. I mean, for God's sake, I can't even get Ray to pull over for a pit stop sometime. And you've got these teens literally running over cliffs and fighting aliens from outer space. What do you make them do? What do you give them?
Time. All right. Let's get a minute on the clock.
Zordon.
And go.
What a terrible assault on our character, Rangers. I thought BB-8 would be a great addition. However, he went after our White Ranger, who, as you can see, we have learned our lesson and grown. He is not in our lineup in front of you. Tommy is back in green. We also have now multiple ethnicities and multiple suits. Different from any other show in the 90s. Were there people of color in Seinfeld, Friends, or Star Wars for that matter? You cut out your only kiss between two girls to appease an audience? Ooh. And I seem to remember Finn and Poe having a stronger role, only to be cut to B, C, maybe even D stories later on. However, our Zach got to wear the dragon shield, one of the only Rangers to achieve that ability. He led the team. We have many, many opportunities. That is why they flocked to us in the 90s. Here, I thought somebody who understood merchandising in the future might be an adequate fit for us, but I see that instead you hide behind the shambles of Disney, saying they won't let you say what you want. I think that might be because we don't want to hear what you actually have to say.
Time. All right. This is a slugfest. Let's get 30 seconds on the clock. Rebuttal, BB-8, and go.
Oh, you're preaching, buddy. I was supposed to get 3 Disney Plus shows. Okay, have you seen one of those? And you want to say I was a great addition? Okay, what about 1993, November 7th, 1993? I showed up and auditioned. You know what you said to me? You said I was too short. Said I should go home and I should work on that. Oh, how soon we all forget. And I'm going to back up the mayor's point here. Why do you need minors? Why can't you just voluntarily find 30-year-old men and women who are at peak physical condition and have them on your team? It doesn't quite scream the same as jailbait now, does it? You sick.
Time. All right. It's mayor, not the mayor. 30 seconds on the clock for Zordon, and go.
BB-8 talking about jailbait, the guy who rolled to the first young-looking girl he saw on a planet. The guy who goes to Disneyland to find other young girls to approach him. You weren't too short, you were too brash. That was the problem. Alpha 5 omitted kindness. You omitted rudeness. Even Rita didn't want you. They wouldn't even make that monster grow because the monster in your soul was large enough to consume an entire franchise. You may have gotten out of those 3 Star Wars films, but soon you will roll on to obscurity while R2-D2 has great cameos in The Mandalorian. Now there was a man who understood what to do.
You know what? Fuck you, buddy. We outsell merchandise.
Time.
Chaos.
Punching after the bell. Woo! Wow, what a matchup. What a throwdown. You know what, Sandy McCree, let's go right to you. Don't forget, everyone, the belt is on the line. Chat, chime in with who you think should walk away with the title. And Sandy, please share your thoughts.
Well, you know what? This was a bloodbath to be seen on June. I absolutely love it. These two came in slaying, take no prisoners. BB-8 has my heart. Hit me with that old reference. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? I'm sure a lot of our audience don't even know what the hell he's talking about. And you're right. I'm a youth advocate. I get weary of all of this. But I'm gonna tell you, my baby now, I will flip in and out. I gotta go with Zordon. I gotta go with Zordon.
1-0 Zordon. Sandy, give my regards to Weebay.
Yes.
Thank you, Sandy. 1-0 Zordon. Let's go to Cody Decker.
This was tough. I went back and forth multiple times. But BB-8 just coming back. I just love how disgruntled. He's a disgruntled old actor who is miserable. And now he's reenacting the Golden Girls for some reason. I need more of him. I'm going to say BB-8.
Boom. All right. Thank you, Decker 6. It is all tied up.
Hal, before we go on, I have to point out a couple of things.
Yes.
Number one, BB-8 in real life, these two men are roommates, and the belt is in their apartment.
Oh,
that is
You
true.
will actually get to crown a champion
Wow.
with the actual belts tonight.
Wow.
Left
So
there
much
since the
pressure on
beginning of
me.
the pandemic.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow. Justin, thank you for that.
Are they
important
doing this in the
news.
same place?
Yes.
I am above him right now.
dang.
It's amazing.
Oh, there's weird shit going on in each bedroom.
Hot night in North Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's like a sitcom. Like there's Monica's apartment, but Central Perk is just one door away.
Wow. That is amazing. Oh, the plot thickens. Juan,
All right.
to you.
I
Okay.
mean, look, I'm tempted to give it to Zordon just based on not only the stagecraft, but the incredibly deep Ranger knowledge. Like, it kept coming throughout the night. We just kept tapping into more and more depth of Power Ranger knowledge. So that's very impressive. But then there's Maude, and I'm afraid that BB Arthur just won me over with her wisdom and her sass and her love of cheesecake, and I think BB-8 just clinched it for me.
Uh-oh, it looks like either a Star Destroyer just blew up or BB-8 Zane Gouzelderly knows that he won! Congratulations, BB-8 Zane Gouzelderly. Blake
I feel so liberated. I do not want to thank Disney for this at all. You're a bunch of corporate vampires, and I will see you all in hell. Ray, you're great. Harrison Ford, Carrie, and I once pissed in your coffee on the set of Force Awakens, and we were too cocked up to tell you about it. I am so sorry and hope to work with you on another picture.
Oh, good stuff. In character till the end, Zane Gouzelderly. BB, awesome stuff. Blake Schultz, Zordon, valiant effort. Tremendous stuff tonight. Any thoughts you want to share?
I was very tempted to offer BB-8 a spot with the Rangers, but he just kept insulting me, so the time never came. The sheer audacity of BB Arthur to come after someone's character like that. I'm going to move this 5-gallon thing of water that's been sitting next to all of my electronics all day.
Wow.
Stagecraft. Oh. Dedication. Awesome job. I want to thank everybody tonight. Just top to bottom, good stuff. Thanks to all the nerds. Thank you to our performers, May Leah Mills and Jason K. Oh, here comes Evan Jaffe, Connor Shin. Welcome back. Everybody, let's just go around. If anybody has anything that they want to plug or tell us where they can find you. I'm just going to go the way where I see people across the screen. Connor.
I have nothing to plug. Thank you.
All right. Great having you. That was spot on pronunciation of water. Evan Jaffe.
I don't have anything to plug, but if you guys want my Instagram handle, it's just at Evan Jaffe.
Awesome. Evan, great stuff. Have you seen the film Caligula from
back
Bob
in the day?
Mazzoni?
No, I haven't. And if I did, I'd probably further.
You know what? It's an interesting exploration there. But Evan, great having you. Awesome stuff. Justin, I'll come back to you. I'll come back.
Blake and I have a toy podcast.
Oh yeah,
figure
wow!
That I always forget to promote, and now's the perfect time since he has his toys next to me. How do you figure podcast? Check it out. It comes out occasionally.
Awesome. Justin, what would you? How would you appraise those Power Rangers figures on Blake's desk there?
I am in my mid-40s, so I know nothing about Power Rangers.
Gotcha. Thank you for that, good sir. Blake, awesome job tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, please share any thoughts you'd like.
Blake could have made up this character. That's how little I know about Power Rangers.
Justin and I share that he makes up wrestling characters that I assume are different. I'm often wrong, but we do the How Do You Figure podcast. I also do a movie podcast called Hollywood Already Did It about reboots and remakes and sequels and such.
Awesome.
And why we keep doing it, because it's exhausting to everybody.
Like Toka fight the Power Rangers through the...
There was a crossover, Justin, of the Power Rangers and the Turtles.
Oh, yeah.
Classic. Blake, good stuff, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. And let's go to Blake's roommate, Zane Guzelderly. Face reveal. There he is.
Hello. In the living room.
No, in my room.
Zane, good work. Great BB-8 celebration every time you won. Please tell us anything you'd like to share.
Oh, you can catch me in front of the Batman statue at the Burbank 16. I sometimes stare at it and wonder why they put that thing there. But other than that, I was recently on Hal Rudnick's Character House, which was just dynamite.
Oh,
so much fun.
Awesome having you. Yes, check out Character House the last Wednesday of the month here on twitch.tv/Hal Rudnick. And please subscribe if you haven't already. Zane, great having you. Thanks, buddy.
Always a pleasure.
Cody Decker, number 6 in your programs, number 1 in our hearts. Cody, please tell us where we can find all your stuff.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Decker6 and Instagram Antihero Baseball. I have a podcast with Odyssey. If you download the Odyssey app, it's completely free. And, of course, you can get it wherever you get your podcasts. It's me and Tony Gwynn Jr. It's called Big Time Baseball with Odyssey Sports. And I also have a new show in Chicago on 670 The Score called Down the Line with Cody Decker before all the Cubs games. So if you are in Chicago, please listen. If you're not in Chicago, feel free to go ahead and listen live on the Odyssey app.
Amazing. And I didn't know about your podcast with Tony Gwynn Jr. That's amazing. Did you play ball with Tony Gwynn Jr.?
I did play ball with Tony Gwynn Jr.
Amazing. And he is baseball royalty. His father is just a legend, Hall of Famer. So that's super cool. Cody, thanks for being here, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah. Sandy McCree, you've been so kind to this show over the years. Thank you for being here again.
I love being here. I love these Zoom shows. I mean, they have kept my sanity over the last year. I've been on everyone's show and I've been doing a lot of plays. And of course, Groundlings have me often doing their Cooking with Gas. In their other shows. Cool. Yeah. And I got a couple commercials running. I'm doing shingles commercials. So tweet about it. You guys are too young.
But wait, for like a shingles medication if you catch shingles?
Another vaccine, honey.
Oh, wow. You know
Yeah.
what? That's important stuff. Like I legitimately fear shingles because I didn't have chicken pox as a child, so I don't know how all that. But isn't chicken pox related to shingles?
Yeah. So if you had
chicken pox, is that? Am I learning that tonight for the first time?
if you have chicken pox, if you've had it as a child, more than the virus or whatever is still in you, more than likely you could get it again. You could develop.
Oh. So it's like it's just like
It
adult
develops into
onset
shingles.
Yeah,
chicken pox.
it's no fun. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I heard it's tragic.
Wow. All right. Medical
but
information for me.
as my
This is
commercial
like
said,
WebMD. This is fantastic.
it can be prevented. Get the
Uh,
vaccine.
We'll look out for that.
Sandy, thank you so much. We love you.
I love you much. I love you all. The show was just great tonight. I mean, talking about unity, talking about inclusion and diversity through like all these different mediums. So this is the Turn of Nerds is one of my absolute favorite shows because you keep it real.
Glad to hear that, and yeah, I'm glad we like talked a little bit about because today is a special day, and I'm glad that theme was mentioned a couple of times, and yeah, good time, Sandy. I
And
appreciate
Harriet Tubman, baby, Harriet Tubman tonight. We should have had Harriet Tubman as a national holiday.
Oh, indeed, on the $20 bill. And Harriet Tubman, I know she wasn't competing, but she should have gotten some votes tonight because Malia Mills was excellent. Sandy, thank you so much. Lon Harris, thank you for being here.
Of course. Just listen to Binge Boys. That's Sal and my podcast where we talk about streaming, but we're watching on Netflix and all those places. Just Spotify, iTunes, wherever podcasts are.
Good times. Lon, awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Great job tonight. And Steve Sotelo holding it down. Adam Macias, if we send you much love out there. But Steve, thank you for guiding our way through this dark and lonely night. Appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Right on. Everybody, Justin, any other thoughts?
No, another one of our famous Juneteenth shows in the books.
Yes, sir. A true classic. Everybody, thanks for watching. And everyone who was a part of the show, thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye.